So what is ethnodoxology? Ethnodoxology is actually based in the biblical principles of worship. Ethno means people. Doxology means praise. It is the praise of the people. If you think of a symbol like a tree, what are the parts of a tree? You have the roots that go deep underground that receive the nutrients. It passes those nutrients up through the trunk and then out through the branches to the leaves and the fruit. The fruit then falls back to the ground, providing seed and nourishment back into the soil for either a new tree or back into the roots of the original tree. This is a symbol that we can use to understand ethnodoxology. You can't have a healthy tree without healthy roots. In the same way, we have to grow healthy roots in the Word of God. As God reveals Himself to us, then we respond to Him in worship. These are the fruits of the Spirit that He grows in us and in our communities. These fruits are our testimony to others so that they can see the truth about God. They are also our worship, giving glory back to God. This cycle of God revealing Himself to us and us responding to Him in worship can happen in a lot of different ways. It can happen in your life as you live out your faith through your daily chores, through your interactions with your family, your friends, and your work. It can also happen in an event like a worship service. Either way, through your life or through a worship service, it is a most natural process where you're responding to the revelation of who God is. Our responses to God happen within a world of culture. And because we're each in our own culture, the ways in which we express ourselves will all be slightly different. But they're all beautiful. God designed it this way. Every nation, tribe, people, and language reflecting His infinite glory in infinitely diverse ways. Unfortunately, we often get discouraged from using these diverse expressions. There are lots of reasons why. Sometimes our most natural way of expressing ourselves is also used as a way to express sin in our culture. Sometimes the way we most naturally express ourselves doesn't seem as nice as the way we see foreigners expressing themselves. Sometimes we see our mentors modeling beautiful worship, and we want to worship beautifully too, so we copy what they are doing. We want to copy their heart, but often we end up copying their expressions as well. Or we're from a minority culture, and we just want to fit in, so we do what others are doing. Sometimes we've been doing something the same way for so long that it's become natural to us, but for those outside of the church, it still feels very unnatural. And sometimes we're questioned. People tell us, "I'm not sure what you're doing is okay." And so we wonder, is it really okay? All of these reasons, as well as many more, can be obstacles that make this pathway of worship harder than it needs to be. And this is what ethnodoxology is. Ethnodoxology is the process of removing these obstacles by the study of the Word and by the study of your culture, so that you can create new pathways for fellowship with the Lord and for fellowship with each other. These new pathways can be used in the church, like heart worship in a worship service, and they can also be used in a community, like projects that lead to positive change, reconciliation, and redemption. All of these things fall under the heading of ethnodoxology, creating pathways to meet local needs through local arts, the people's praise.